Hi, I'm Eldine, and I'm going to show you how to put a Sony Action Cam into a Himoto 1/18th scale RC car. So first I'm going to start with a Sony Action Cam. I'm going to take it out of the housing. I'm just going to use the Action Cam by itself. The reason why I like the Sony Action Cam, it has a much better lens than any of its competitors, a Carl Zeiss lens. It has stereo microphones. Most importantly, on this particular project, it has image stabilization. So the other thing I'm going to be using is a Sony headband mount, and what I've done is I've taken the headband mount off of the actual elastic headband, and the reason why I did that is because this is an extremely lightweight little carrier which the Action Cam can fit straight into, and once it's in the Action Cam I also have this little hole now that I can hook it up. The other thing that I did is I pulled apart one of a blown shock that I had on the Himoto. I had a 1/18th scale short course Himoto. I blew out one of the shocks. Once I replaced the shocks, I grabbed one of the springs, and I'll be using one of those springs for the project as well. Now with the Himoto, one of the things that I needed to do is get the Action Cam to actually fit inside the car. One of the things that I also wanted to do is get the driver's perspective from the Action Cam looking out of the window. So let's see how we do that. So first of all is getting the position of where the Action Cam is going to sit. I figured that right between the wheels is really where it needs to sit. This also gives us a nice driver's point of view, and then when the body is on top, you'll see that the cab is right in between the two wheels. So now with the Himoto, one of the things I really wanted to do is, get that driver's perspective, and I didn't want to look through the plastic because the plastic could get a little bit faded or scratched up, and I wanted to get a clear view. So measuring the camcorder to fit on the inside, the Action Cam, it fits nice and neat on the inside. And if I cut away a small piece of the window, and as you can see I just cut a little square out, that was pretty easy to do. I actually used a chisel and a drill. One of the reasons why I used a chisel and a drill instead of a knife, if you drill a corner in the plastic, it gives you a rounded corner, and the reason why a rounded corner is good is that if there's a lot of stress on a plastic body, the stress line would run down a straight line and then around a corner. If there was a sharp edge, it could crack further along the sharp edge. So by drilling out the four corners, I just took a chisel and I just chipped out the four sides. It gave me a nice neat straight line without having to mess around with a knife, so it made it a lot easier. After I did that, I drilled a hole right in the center position where the Action Cam mount would go, and using the bolt, nut and the bolt from the headband mount, and then the spring, and I'll show you how the spring gets used, but if I stick the bolt through from the bottom, I put the spring on, and there's a nut in the top, and all I've done is I put some tape around the nut so that it doesn't loosen itself. So now I'm screwing this in, with a little bit of tape with the nut on the top. The Action Cam sits nicely in there. It seems fairly loose once it's out of the body, but the minute I actually put this down, it's going to push up against this the battery case at the bottom here. Let me connect up the Action Cam. The RC car. I'll slip that on to the body, and if I put my clips in, you can see the Action Cam actually looks out of the window nicely. And I'll show you a couple of shots that I've taken with it where you can actually see really easily over the hood, but you still see a little bit of the hood. I like that instead of just seeing it without any bit of the vehicle. If I had mounted above or at the back over here, say for instance I mounted an Action Cam over there or above or somewhere else, first of all the Action Cam's exposed. Secondly, it makes it you don't exactly see that you're in a vehicle. This way it actually gives you a little lower center of gravity, and then you can see the front of the vehicle. It also protects the Action Cam a little bit, and obviously being in the other plastic case, it protects it a bit as well. One of the other neat things about having the headband mount that I used is it has this little clip on the bottom here, and the Action Cam fits nice in there. So once I've got the headband mount mounted into the vehicle, I don't have to take it in and out. It's easy just to take the Action Cam out to check my footage, or to you know, replace the battery, you know, and I can just leave that in the car the rest of the time. Whenever I want to film, you know, I'll put that back in, and it clips together pretty quickly and easily, and it fits nice and tight. It seems like it was almost made for this position. So yeah, again, let me shoot some footage and I'll show you what it looks like.